is their Cordova creator of the Leicester equaliser. El Canoes, how much room does he have here? El Canoes going for goal, and he finds it as well. What a turnaround here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
4 minutes, Leicester have soaked up so much pressure. Fatawi jinking feet to get beyond his man, and the header from Jamie Vardy makes it 2.
It's Wood should score. Wood Knockout. Yes! Anthony Knockout has done it.
Tielemans lining one up. What a goal! What a brilliant goal by Yuri Tielemans! And the Leicester City fans go absolutely potty.
Ball in behind Damian Vardy. It's 11. It's heaven for Jamie Vardy. Hold the back page. Hold the front page. A Leicester player has smashed the record.
Good evening and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses for the BTG Awards Show, the 24-25 BTG Awards Show, the first one and many more to come. Before we get into the chaos, let me tell you, let's go around and say hello to everybody. Anil, you are looking dapper, my friend. I am a letdown. How you doing, mate?
Very well. I've got the Malbec and the rest of the wine and champagne ready to go. Hopefully looking forward to the first ever BTG Awards ceremony.
100%. As the comment said here from Kunal, this will be juicy. Manny, what's going on, mate? You've got all your fresh trim as well. Look at you. Everyone's made an effort.
Well, it's the awards show. You got to make an effort, right? And my mum always used to say, you look good, you feel good. So I feel great.
There we go. And Luke also quickly got his blazer on. How you doing, mate?
Brother, I'm so jealous, man. If I knew was going to come in dapper to the nines, bro, I would have made a bit of an effort at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning down under. He's looking good.
Your missus would just walk in like thinking you're a psychopath, just sat there in a suit at 2 a.m.
Well, I'm at 1:45 in the morning and cracked a fucking Guinness like a fucking proper alky just for the show, just for you, Locks.
Love it. Well, to everybody here, and there's more that will join, I'm sure, of course, in the comments, but this is the awards show. We have a lot of categories to get through tonight. It is going to be chaotic. Let's say hello to the chat before we get started. Kunal is here. Evening to you, mate. Ethan, good evening. Chips in the chat. Hello to you. Ray, hello, mate. Andreas, Craig, Ross, Clibbo, and we've got a comment from Ross. Anil looks like a copper from White Chicks. Gomez, I think he's called. Quality. Well, before we get into the actual awards, Anil, what a terrible season it's been on the pitch, but off the pitch on BTG, it's been brilliant, hasn't it?
I'm honestly glad that this channel was set up because I think without it, I would have given up hope on this team probably by about February. We've definitely gone through it this season. Sometimes doing those analysis, those preview shows, you could just see Luke and myself losing the will to live. Somehow we've got through it. So do you know what? I don't know if we've got an award for him, but I think I would like to give an award to the chat, to all of our followers and subscribers. Because that's what's made it special. 22k in the first season, pretty good. Wow, say what you want, Manny. But I mean,
you're right. I'm just joking.
It's honestly, it's good. And I would say, like I say, I feel sometimes when we watch the games, we catch up on the news. It's like sort of going down to the pub, but without actually having to make the effort of going down to the pub. Look at that, Locks has even got his drink with him. So yeah, it's really good. So I'm really glad that this channel has started, and despite the fact that the club is going, oh, that's a bit worrying. Despite the fact that the club is going down the toilet, the channel is going great.
100%. Manny, I'll come to you next, mate. I mean, Luke and Anil are day ones. I mean, they've been here from the very start. You came just a few weeks later, but I don't know about, is it the same for you, mate? Has the channel made it slightly easier this season for you?
Yeah, it's turned into a bit of a social network, really, isn't it? We all see each other's ugly mugs. We see the regulars in the chat. I know we don't always read out their comments, but we do notice all of them. We really do. So we've got a little team together, and it's fun. And hopefully, feels like we're actually making a bit of a positive impact as well for fans. And it looks like they've been crying out for something like BTG to come out for a little while. And I'm glad we were able to do a half decent job.
Yeah, amazing, mate. Over to you, Luke. We're going to see a lot of Luke tonight, trust me. But what do you want to say, Matt, about how the season's gone on BTG?
Mate, it's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. I've been proud to be a part of it and just to contribute to it. It's just nice. And like Anil said, it's been therapy hanging out with you guys. You're all my friends. And, you know, like Anil and I have watched like a lot of football since basically near the beginning of last season together. So we've sat and watched the games together. So we've got to know each other quite well and get to know you guys quite well over this. And it's been cool. And, you know, this is as close as it can get right now for me having a beer with you guys, and I'm enjoying it. So shout out to everyone in the chat. And just before you slander me across this whole video, I can see it coming. We want, as Manny said, to give you an authentic experience. We want you to feel like you're here with us. You know, we want Neil to give you the awesome breakdowns. What Locks will be an amazing host. Manny's an absolute legend right now. Everyone's starting to really, really grow to him. It's been good to be a part of. But if I say anything crazy, I just want you guys to have a laugh. Don't get upset. Don't be a snowflake. And if you don't like it, it's tasteless. I'm sorry. I'm actually a nice guy.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I should put the warning out now. I mean, not like you need the warning when you see Luke's face, but if you are under the age of 18 or you've got kids in the room with you, you might want to turn the volume down slightly. Okay. We get into the first award of the night, lads. So people who follow us on Twitter, you would have seen that we put vote out to the community on X, sorry, not Twitter, X. And we asked you guys to vote for certain categories. So we're going to start with Player of the Season. A nice, sensible one. No craziness just yet. Nice and sensible. So, is anyone... Who does everybody think it's going to be? Anil, who would you have said Player of the Season is, mate?
I think I'd overall go for Bilal El Khanous. I think Mads Hermansen was the clear player of the season, but I think since his injury and coming back, he wasn't so good. I know the club gave it to Vardy, but I think that was given to it because he hadn't won it before. Even though he was, by the end, 9 goals is not too bad. Those are probably the only 3, in my opinion, who are seriously in contention. Indeed, not too bad either, but I think, let's be honest with you, our player of the season probably still averages 6 out of 10 at best for the entire season, which sums it up. Not the best bunch to pick from this time round.
Yeah, Manny, have you got anyone else to throw in there other than Bilal El Khanous, mate? I know Jamie Vardy won the official club one.
No, I agree with what Neil said. I thought Bilal was the outstanding, consistent player as well. He didn't really have too many dips. I also saw him like really fighting hard and trying hard. So it wasn't just the sort of fancy tricks and step overs and tricks and cute stuff. I mean, really high work ethic, brilliant attitude. Was an excellent signing in the summer. Just showing we didn't have more of them.
Yeah, 100%. Luke, over to you, mate. Have you got any other names, or are you going full house Bilal El Khanous there?
I've got no choice. I think it's more of who was the least shit. And as Manage pointed out, like Bilal never had like a real stinker where I was like, fuck, man, you got to haul him off. He's the only player I've never felt like hauling off the pitch. So I'm excited to see where his career progresses. He's obviously got quite a high ceiling, and he's one of those players, if he does leave when we go down to the championship, I won't be bitter, and I wish him all the best, and it'd be interesting to see what he can do elsewhere.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. So you voted. I can confirm that on all of the voted awards tonight, there was over 750 people that voted. So we've got a nice sample size there. And Leicester City's Player of the Season is... There we go. Bilal El Khanous did win Player of the Season. As I said, I know Jamie Vardy won the official one. Of course, that was a lot of votes for, because it was his last season and all of that. And he'd never won Player of the Season, Leicester's crazy. Player of the Season, which is crazy. But Bilal El Khanous in his first season, voted for by the BTG viewers, has won Player of the Season. Okay, let's get straight in to award number 2. Now, every Monday night for the last 7 months, we have done the live call-in show on Blue Tinted Glasses. We get so many different callers every single Monday night. So we've had a thought on who were the best callers, who is going to win Caller of the Season. Now, before we do it, any honourable mentions from anybody here? Who has everybody enjoyed watching? Anybody?
I mean, I've got someone who is my favourite, but I've got a feeling he could be a strong contender for the award, because I think one of my moments of the season, you can't make this up, is someone calling whilst they're walking around Iceland or on a bus. If that isn't, putting it out for the cause, that's something impressive. But you know what I would say? All of the international callers, there's a lot of people that rep every week, and they've done a great job, actually. Broaden the Leicester City world.
I predict Ross, somebody has said. What about you, Manny? Who have you, because you've been on quite a lot of call-ins yourself. Who have you enjoyed watching?
It was only a half season, really, sadly, but my main man, Costa. Who gives more Manny love than
shout.
Costa, right? Anyone who gives Manny love is my kind of guy. So I've got to give a shout out to Costa.
Luke, I know you watched the call-in shows back when you were at work, mate. Who have you enjoyed seeing on there?
Mate, I got to give a big shout out to Ross. Ross is fucking hilarious, bro. He's cinema. I like a lot of the guests that come on. So if don't get me wrong, I watch them all, and I do appreciate everyone that calls in. It's brilliant. But I've got to go with my man Ross. He's a crack up, brother.
Okay, well, let's see who did win. Not caller of the season, but callers, plural. 2 winners for caller of the season, and here they are. Ross and Ethan. But it's not a Monday night, but they have recorded special messages for us. So let's get into it. Here we go.
What's up? Thank you for the award, first of all. I don't think anyone could have imagined how bad of the season was, but you guys made it very bearable and fun at times. And yeah, just a big shout out to the whole community. I feel like this is the right time and place to say right cannot. And that's me out. Thank you very much.
There we go. Love that from Ethan. And of course, we can't continue without Mr. Cinema himself.
Say his name and he appears. I believe it.
Rossi LCFC 1993.
I believe it.
Rossi LCFC 1993. Say his name and he appears. It's Rossi LCFC 1993. I am so thankful to be named as caller of the season for Blue Tinted Glasses calling show. So do thank you, Blue Tinted Glasses, for giving me the opportunity to just say how I feel. Thank you to everyone that's watching as well. Thank you for being me as caller of the season.
He's lost for words at the end there. He's lost for words. He couldn't believe it. No. Big shout out to Ethan and Ross, and thank you to everybody, every single person who was called in throughout the season. And we invite it, the whole of next season. Make sure you join us on the call-in shows and have your say on all things Leicester. Ross Pure Cinema Award. Yeah, maybe next season that's what it's called, right? It's
honoring. We should have like the Lev Yashin Award or Pushkas for goal of the season. From now on, call of the season is the Rossi. Is I believe in Rossi, not obviously FC 1993 Pure Cinema Award.
Absolutely right. Well, over to the next award, guys. Now, what I will say is we do hours and hours and hours of content on YouTube every week, every month, and sometimes things slip out that shouldn't, and not of anywhere else, your mouth, I mean here, right? And sometimes you say some things that you shouldn't. Luke knows that all too well. But we have gone with the next award is the What Did He Say of the season. So we're going to get into that. We're going to see the nominees, the runner-up, and the winner for this one. Here it is. Talking about the kids and whether we think they should play or not. My whole mindset and Nil, just finally touching on the kids, is that sounded bad.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Damn.
Lost 1,000 subs for that. Cheers.
Finally touching on the kids.
What did he say? I think luckily it's at the King Power. I think if it was at Chelsea, it would be like a P. Diddy party where there'd be a lot of lube involved, and unfortunately we'd be on the receiving end. What did he say?
There we go. And Nil, your first award of the night, mate. There you go. You're a winner for the P Diddy Lube party, mate. How do you feel about that one?
Thank you. Very topical. We've only been following the case, but there's some absolutely sordid details coming out about that guy. What an absolute monster. I'll take it. Not sure. I think that's probably more of an infamous rather than famous award. But there you go. I actually didn't think I'd win that one, but let's see. Let's see. I can't believe I'm ahead of Luke as it stands this early in the show.
Yeah, Manny, you weren't on that video. Obviously, Luke was. You saw our reaction to it, but that was quite extreme for the channel back then in the early days. It's got a lot worse since then, but it chuckled us. What did you think to that, mate? The P Diddy party. That was him describing Chelsea versus Leicester. By the way,
what struck me was the highlights, and I don't mean the clip. I mean the highlights. The highlights. What happened to the highlights, Anil?
Grown out, haven't they? You never know. Might put them back in next year. Go a different color.
Absolutely.
Flame red when we come up. No, blue. Let's make it blue.
Luke, you like a bit of Enzo ball, mate? Would you ever go to a Enzo Maresca P Diddy party?
No, that keen fucking bro. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
he'd be like one of those people with on his knees, just walking around with a big plate on his head full of cocaine, just serving it to the guests.
Luke would just go around, bend the knee.
And he's trying to get the award early for next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay, over to the next award. Now, this was one I really wanted to put in. The winner of this award is actually in the chat. This is the Special Recognition Award. Somebody who doesn't really get any recognition. Well, he does a little bit, but not a lot of recognition on the channel. So I wanted to put this in there for him. Here he is. Chips, the BTG graphic designer. Now, that was him about 5 years ago. We don't employ a 12-year-old on the channel. We do not endorse child labor. But that's the photo he sent for me with Jamie Vardy. Now, nobody's seen Chips. That's probably the first time people have seen Chips before. But I did do some digging, Anil, and I don't know if you remember, he made one appearance on the channel. Not his face. But I did go back and find it, and he had some very nice words for one of Leicester City's players. You2 Clibo. Coming up next is Chips, who is a long-term watcher, I think mostly on for Fox 8 TV, but he comes over to mine sometimes as well. Hello, Chips. How you doing, pal?
Hello, how are you doing?
All good, mate.
I mean, at the start, I thought, oh, nice, we got Reed for free, but is his wages even worth paying? He looks like he can't kick a ball. And then I use just a less shit Reed, so we've just got two people who may as well be the same person on the left.
Lovely analysis there from Chips. Bobby Reed is just IU is just a less shit Bobby Reed.
Is this going to turn into like the Top Gear Stig? Anyone could be the Stig, anyone could be Chips. God, I hope not, because that first audio clip I thought was Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. No, honestly, big shout out to Chips, because I know obviously Anil, you've been in touch with him as well about analysis bits, and what a guy he is. If you go back, I mean, some people might think the channel looks shit now, but if you go back 7 months and look at some of the thumbnails and graphics, you bleeder, until Chips came in and saved the day. What a guy, Anil. What a guy Chips is.
Some people say he can walk across water. Who is Chips? Exactly. What a guy. Brilliant. And he's done amazing work for us. He does all the great graphics, makes the show look really high quality. Unsung hero.
100%. I totally agree. Right. Up next, the next awards. Now, Luke, we do lots of watch-alongs. And the reason I come to you, Luke, is because Luke is the happiest guy in the world that the season's about to finish, because it means he doesn't need to get up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 11 p.m., staying up all night, basically watching Leicester games. But Luke, you've been on every single one. The commitment is unreal, mate. Have you enjoyed the watch-alongs this season?
I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys and kicking it and talking football, and the few moments I've got to enjoy. But no, mate, it's been shocking. But I tell you what, even though as suicidal as next season's going to be, I reckon 2 weeks I'll start to get up for it. I'll start to get excited for pure boredom. But yeah, it's been pretty rough, mate, to be honest with you. Waking up at 2 a.m. to watch us get fucking dicked, inevitably. We know it's coming as well, but I still do it to myself like a masochist.
Yeah, steady with the rants, Luke. I don't want to have to edit one of the awards tonight in real time and add something in. No, I'm joking. So the reason I mentioned the watch-alongs is because this award is celebration of the season. Of course, we do the watch-alongs. Originally, it was obviously just me. Then more recently, we've kind of involved everybody during the match, which has been great fun. So we're going to go now to celebration of the season. We're going to have time for the corner. We're past 97 minutes. We're past the time. This is a corner. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! The last kick of the game and Jordan Ayew scored! I can't believe what I'm seeing! Oh my God!
ACL.
I'm trying to think.
Perez is down there.
Go on, JJ.
Oh, no! Sorry!
Yes!
He's got
Casey
it!
Mackey with adjusted as well. Brilliant! Brilliant!
Brilliant.
Oh man, that is incredible. We couldn't not, Manny. The 200th goal from Vardy. It was only a few days ago, mate, but it was probably one of the highest points of the season, even though we were already relegated.
It's one of those moments that will stick out for 30, 40, 50 years, however long I've got left. I'll always remember Vardy's 200th at home, that feeling. And I was actually a bit emotional when he hit that goal. I got a bit watery there. So, yeah, what a brilliant day that was. At least we got something positive to talk about this season.
And Neil, we can still see the shirt behind you, mate, hung up. I mean, what a moment it was for Vards to score that goal.
Saw the reaction in the ground. I say it's crazy that a team already relegated, we got done by PSR 2 days afterwards, but that moment was still special. The memories that he gave for us, and he deserved it. And you couldn't write it, could you? That he would do it on his last game, his 200th appearance, so 500th appearance, get the 200th goal, written in the stars.
Luke, was that your favourite goal, mate, this season? Vardy's 200th?
Yeah,
or
has to be, man. Best feel-good feeling. Has to be, dude.
100, yeah, and Neil doing the Messi and the Santiago celebration. Yeah. This is what I was saying. The camera angle was wild on that first Ayew one. That was great, that Ayew one. If Vardy hadn't have scored, that probably would have been up there. But yeah, Vardy had to win that one. Right, back to one of the voted awards this season. Now, Leicester City, believe it or not, have had 3 managers this season. Steve Cooper, Ruud van Nistelrooy now, of course, and the interim for 1 game, Ben Dawson. So this award was manager of the season, and we had 3 options for people to vote. So I'm going to show the winner first, and then we'll discuss it. The winner of manager of the season, as voted for by 750 Leicester fans on social media, is Ben Dawson. Some will say it's a banter vote. I don't care. He's got a 0% win record, 0% points record, but a 0. I mean, the other 2 are that bad. I think people have given it to Ben.
They might, but I agree with Mr. Patau here that he lost 4-0, and that was arguably a contender for one of the worst performances of the season. So I personally would begrudgingly give it to Steve Cooper, which is awful to say, but I think in reality, but I get it. It's just like when was it Alex Smithies won fans player of the season, didn't he? The season we got relegated to 1-0. So we understand.
Yeah, well deserved. What a legend. Luke, I mean, Anil's probably right. It's probably more of a banter vote, but I suppose Steve Cooper, Ruud's lost 4-0. And Ben Dawson, I think it was actually 4-1. Ben Dawson lost, not 4-0. I think we scored 1 in that game. So, but yeah, who would you have given it to, Luke, manager of the season?
Oh, I was just sitting here listening to Anil, and I'm thinking, I hate the fact that I can't argue with him picking Steve Cooper as the best manager, but I've changed my mind. I can. He fucking played for Tawu at left wing back. That's forever donkey, in my opinion. He unforgivable. Dropped Ricardo. Complete orc. I have to say my manager of the season, I hate, begrudgingly, I say Ruud van Nistelrooy. Just because he a less shit starting 11 than everyone else.
What about you, Manny, mate? You've you've had your say on Ruud and Cooper a lot this season. What about Ben Dawson, the winner?
I'll give it to the academy manager. I'll give it to the academy manager, to be honest. Bringing through Monga, Evans, and those other lot. He's the only one who's done a half decent job this season. The only other manager I think of is yourself, doing a good job with the channel. That's it.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, we took the lead in Ben Dawson's game. There we go. So yeah, Luke keeps changing his mind. Okay, right. Up next is quite a recent addition to the schedule, just a day or two ago, and that is Bozo of the season. Now, Bozo is a word we've used a lot this season. There's not even a runner-up for this one, lads. There is only one clear winner, and it was literally 2 days ago. So let's have a look who Bozo of the season is.
Statement. He's back. Actually, Daniel, and this will be crazy if I show what shirt I have underneath, but I'm wearing something very blasphemy today here on the broadcast.
Oh, it's
I smell like piss and I haven't showered, so
it's not what
I actually.
Oh my God, no!
Are you wearing it?
It's the Drewsbury one, yeah.
Kick him out, Locks. Kick him out, Locks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So fuck you, Daniel.
What a fucking turn cloak, bro. You can't be doing that, man.
You know what? You know what the worst thing is, right? Or the best, maybe the best thing for the video, right, is Anil. The other day, literally a week ago, I was thinking, I really wish I could find this video of Doc pulling out the Chelsea shirt from the wardrobe. And then 4 days later, on Fox's Den, he's wearing it. I mean, that is bozo. That is bozo behavior, Anil.
You could change that award to traitor of the season as well. You're lucky I wasn't there. If that was me, I would have hard kicked him out of the studio and I would not let him back in. Unbelievable.
Go on, Manny. You were there, mate. It was shocking.
Greenland, listen to Trump. You're better off with the United States. Don't stay with Denmark. These people cannot be trusted.
Luke, you're always going on about whether people should wear other shirts or not, mate. What's your thoughts on that one from Doc?
First of all, I love Doc, but it was the way he did it when I watched it. I was watching it at work and I stopped for a second. I had to catch it. I was like, what are they on about? So I went and looked at my phone and he went for a proper fucking nip shot. There was no like, here's my shirt. It was like, and it was the pride and sinisterness of his face. I was like, you fucking cheeky bastard. Second of all, I don't give a fuck what anyone says, okay? You can wear your team's fucking kit and your team that you support, and that is it. I don't want to see no asshole in fucking Mallorca or fucking Spain fucking rocking a what's it called? A Barcelona shirt or a fucking Chelsea. Anything else. It's your team and nothing else. Or you're a spineless fucking turncloak. Wake up to yourself, Duck, bro. Next fucking stream is going to have a fucking Brentford kit underneath. We know he's got it in the cupboard, boys. If you had a gun to your head, you said, Duck has a Brentford fucking kit in the cupboard. You're a gun to your head. I'm saying yes. I love you, Duck, brother. You're a fucking sicker.
Always blame the Danes. I mean, that has been that has been BTG for the last few weeks. I think just blame the Danes for everything. Next season he's wearing a Coventry shirt. Says Kieran. And yeah, how is Luke unscripted? Genius at work. Well, we're gonna find out soon. Okay, right. So next award now, catchphrases. Now, what do we mean? Well, there have been many catchphrases on this channel. Many. One of my personal favorites is bend the knee. I think that's a top one. It's not the winner though, Luke. I'm afraid it's not the winner. Bozo we've had, of course. We've had a lot of bozo. But Anil, can you guess what catchphrase of the season might be?
I know which one I would go for. I would go for donkey over Reed.
Well, you would be incorrect. There is only one winner for catchphrase of the season. I'm sorry. The Manny haters out there will not like this one, but it has to be Fast twitch fibers. Oh my God. He will not shut up about fast twitch fibers. Go on, Manny. Accept your reward, mate.
Justified. I'd like to thank myself for spotting things that other people can't see. I'd like to give extra credit to myself for being a genius and coming up with these super thoughts that people need to listen to. And given time, my disciples, the whole country will follow.
Keir Starmer on Monday morning in Parliament. Fast twitch vibe.
Do we remember when it made its debut? When was the first usage of fast twitch fiber?
The first time I remember it was on
early.
a Fast Hub stream a year ago. And I
Oh
was
wow!
like,
So even predates BTG. That's incredible.
Oh, yeah,
man.
I've had this for about 5 years in all sports. Deadly serious. Like this is
The first time I heard it, I thought, "What? Who the fuck is this idiot? Who is this clown?" And yeah, we've just had more. Next season, Throttlebull maybe.
Chuggasaurus, Throttleball. There's Donkey Overread. There's been quite a few.
Who came up with Chuggasaurus? Was that you, Lox?
That was Manny as well.
No, I came up with Chugga. You turned it into Chuggasaurus.
Chuggasaurus.
So you can have that.
There we go. Bend the knee, though. If I had to pick, bend the knee is second.
I like Bend the Knee.
Second.
I do like.
I like Bend the Knee.
There was one or two other choice ones, but they're a bit more X-rated.
Yeah, 100%. Right. Has Luke won an award yet? I don't think he has he?
I bet Fast Twitch deserved to win it, but I can't believe Donkey Overread didn't get given a slight. Yeah, deserved mention.
Just quickly, I nearly had a car crash the other day because I was on the phone to Manny and we were talking football. And he must have said, I'm not kidding, he said fast twitch muscle fibers about 4 times in like 60 seconds, but like not back to back. He separated them, but he kept going back to it. And I was just like, mate, fucking he is all about the muscle.
Really? It's all that is reality. That is it. There's not, you know what? And then the one thing I liked about that is because when I said it, everyone looks at me like, what is this dickhead talking about? Like, seriously, what is he going on about? And then by the end of the season, every time we actually do something half decent, everyone goes, "Fast this fibers," and say, yeah. You know, everybody's coming on board. Everybody sees it now. And as soon as you see any football goal that's rapid, quick, no hesitation, you see the value of it, and it starts to make sense.
Okay. Well, I mentioned Luke hadn't won an award yet. He could win this one, maybe. Right. Let's get into it. It is time for rant of the season. I wonder. Let's have a look. Oh, and by the way, one part of this I had to actually cut out because I got a warning from YouTube that the video was going to be demonetized. But anyway, we'll get into it.
But maybe he's all right in training. But then to caveat that, the problem is, the defense seems to just crumble in front of him. So that's out the window. He offers nothing. He's got a 3-month pregnant kind of tummy. He's ready to have a baby. He doesn't even look fit. He just looks like a complete garbage fucking virus leech cunt fucking stealing a wage from my club. I hate him. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, but the reality is we've spent not even a fraction amount of money they've spent in the last 2 years. They're meant to be pushing for Europe. They've lost at home. Well, they haven't lost, but they've drawn to us. Eat a fucking dick. Bend the knee. You guys are as good as you guys think you are. Suck a dick. Wolfie, I like you. But 2 fucking bad trees. You're probably not going to play in Europe now. And you're now saying there's a bottle job. What's the name of that bloke? I'm calling him out right now. What's that retard's name that comes on here and talks shit about Cooper? We shouldn't have sacked him from... Is it Dorsey? You're a fucking... Actually, I'm not going to call him an idiot. He's probably a nice guy. I'll say this. Would you take Cooper back now?
You just called him a retard. What do you mean?
Well, he is a retard. He's a retard. Hey, retard, would you take Cooper back now?
The last bit I had to cut out because no word of a lie, it got flagged. But we all know what he said next. So there we go, Luke, mate. You were runner-up and winner, of course. There is one more rant coming up in this video, but I saved it for another award. But yeah, Luke, how do you feel about winning rant of the season, mate?
I'm a little bit embarrassed, but I'm glad you guys enjoy. That's all that matters.
Anil, I mean, I think early on we were like, oh shit, what? Like early in the season, what's Luke going to say next? But I mean, we just let him go now, right?
Oh no, it's absolute cinema. I think that's what's been
Yeah.
missing, especially from the Leicester fan channels. I see it so many other people. People are like, I only tune in to Blue Tinted Glasses for the Aussie guy that goes goes ape after we lose because they just say it comes across. It's genuine. It's passion. It's no happy clapping. Yeah, that's the thing that made me laugh. But I don't met everyone in chat. But the hilarious thing for me is that like I think we could make a compilation video of just Luke rants. And how long do you think the video would go on for? Maybe we should do that and play some background music because there's so many. And they're all unscripted. That's the incredible thing. You know, like comedians, even top comedians, normally they start practicing their dialogue. But it's just, he does this at 2 a.m. unfiltered. Could you imagine what it'd be like if it was like, you know, peak time after a few beers? Incredible.
Look, sometimes Luke gets a bit nervous, self-conscious about what he says and gets a bit worried, right? So he worries about everything and he's like, did I go too far? Did I say that? So what I want everyone in the chat to do now is if you love Luke and his rants, give me a hell yeah.
100%. I mean, Luke, you said it at the start, right? But like, you know, you want to be unfiltered and authentic. And if you were at the pub watching a Leicester game, and Danny Ward did what he did against Wolves, you would be calling him a pregnant virus leech cunt.
If you're there with me, it's probably it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But like, if you're sitting there with me, it's going to be worse, probably a person. And this is the kind of things you hear. Maybe not as bad as me, but if you sit at the pub and you're having a beer and you're forced to look at that fucking turtle in goals again, then you're probably going to be saying similar things. It's not as nasty as me. But if I met Danny Ward, I'd probably have a beer with him, maybe. But I'd have to fucking rinse him for it, though. But yeah, thank you for the love, guys. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, honestly.
Yeah, the Luke love in the chat is strong. Virus turtle leech cunts. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, right. We'll move on to our next award. It's a little small one here, but I had to include it in. This one is Tash of the season, and I wonder why I put this one in because there is only one winner. Of course, it is Michael. Look at that Tash. Look at him. Manny, I think you described him as a 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s porn star or something once.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You did. On a Good Morning Fox.
Dirk Diggler. Do you remember Boogie Nights? Boogie Nights. There he is. Dirk Diggler himself.
I could have used a better photo. He's going to be fuming with that. Look at that angle. He's going to be angry with that. There we go.
I don't know. It shows off the Tash. It's kind of good.
Yeah, let's have a look. What the fuck, Manny and Locks? Even Luke put a jacket on and he lives in the upside down where the weather is basically the Sahara all year round. Yeah, me and Manny are letting the side down today. Okay.
No way. He looks like come on, Luke looks like he's just come from magistrates' courts for crimes against fashion. I mean, give me a break.
Brother, I wish you had the tie on. I was getting jealous of Anelia. I was like, man, I'm ready to get kitted out. I'm going to have to make a strong comeback in about 10 minutes, guys. I might have to leave the studio for a little bit. New award, Dapper of the season.
Yeah. Manny is in black, at least. Yeah, for Leicester City's funeral. There we go. Right, okay. So let's move on. This next award is called the Viral Moment of the Season. Now, as a YouTube channel, of course, this is purely just a hobby, but of course, as a YouTube channel, you want to, go viral when possible. And there's a couple clips that did, one more so than the other, but it was another excuse to get a little jibing on Luke in one of these. So anyway, let's get into Viral Moment of the Season, the runner-up and the winner.
Yeah.
Sounds sinister. I don't like this.
Would anyone be surprised if it's Deckled over Reed to come on instead of Mother DD?
You leave it alone, bro. That'd be absolutely disgusting. When have you ever seen Dick over Reed take his man on and win? And the stats would back that up at his time as Fulham as well. I don't buy it. I'm not.
Mavididi finds Jamie Vardy.
He's got Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy. Yes! Get in there! 90th minute equaliser from Bobby Deckled over Reed. Oh my God.
Luke, humble pie time. Bow down to Bobby Reed. Please, can I see you bow? Please, can I see you?
Nice tap in, lad.
What do you make of Skip?
I disagree. I think Skip's an awful player. And this is the reason why I jumped off in the first place. I couldn't believe we signed this player. Look at the individual sets of attributes that any footballer can have. His passing, mediocre. His physicality, small. His height levels, tiny. His shooting, awful. I think he scored 4 goals in his career. Can he get goals? No. Can he get assists? No. Does he play killer passes? No. Does he have amazing recovery pace? No. Can he head the ball? No. Does he look 32, not 23? I think they've got the numbers the wrong way around. Yes, he does that.
Well, that had to be in there because I think Manny will know better than me. That's accumulated nearly 200,000 views on lots of different platforms and different accounts and things like that, Manny. So there's your second award of the night, mate.
Appreciate that. Thanks again. Sorry, Ollie Skip, if you watched it. I didn't mean to ruin your career, mate, but you're just crap. That's it.
That's what we should call it, Anil.
The skip list. Yeah. It's funny because I remember when we were doing it, I had to turn my mic off about halfway through because I was just creasing up because just everything, it's just like they're so unfiltered, just one after another, and every single thing is true. It's like, what can you possibly say? It's just like savage.
So I got a bit of flack about that because they said, oh, do you know, you're judging him as an attacking midfielder, and I should have gone more into the defensive side of things. But you could add interceptions, blocks, you know, anything you want, clearance from set pieces, you name it, wherever you can think of. Mediocre at best. So
it was kind of you to come at him from attacking sense, because if you brought his defensive stats, he would get rinsed even worse. And the age call was fucking perfect. He looks like a coal miner, bro. He looks like this guy looked like he came out of cave, man, ready to fucking dig your charcoal for you, brother.
What the fuck? That's so,
you know what I mean? Come on, dude.
A coal miner.
Don't know what you mean.
And Luke, obviously your Bobby Reed moment there. He's only got one. He's only got one over on you this season, only once, and that was it. So
yeah, concede when you're wrong, man. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and defend it. The guy scored a brace, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he played. Was it the Newcastle game when he played with Hamza?
I think it's more than one. I think it's more than one.
He did one recently. Zero tackles again. Yeah. 0 tackles at least in 2 games, and he's only started like 3 in the last 6 months or something. And 2 of those games, 2 out of the 3, he's made 0 tackles. He's supposed to be a defensive midfielder, man.
Yeah, I see it against Ipswich for a reason.
All right, let's calm. Stay calm.
Exactly. Yeah, he's gonna start. He's gonna go for the skip list part 2. There's I've seen a few people mention the Dubai guy, the Abu Dhabi guy, Graham. Don't worry, I'm sure he will feature at some point. But anyway, let's get into the next. Award now. On BTG, we of course have other channels that come over to us. So I just did a little piece here for the channel guest of the season. We've had a few that have come on. So the winner of this one is.
I want you guys to stay up, but honestly, with Cooper at the helm, just remember his away record. That's all I'll say to you guys. I need to ask you guys this question, and I really want to know the answer to this. Who do you think ends up on more points? Now, I'm not talking about Forest versus Leicester. We all know that Forest will finish ahead of you in the table. I'm talking about Nick DeMarco versus Steve Cooper, because he's got himself 3 wins in Nick DeMarco, and Cooper's not off the board yet. And I think Nick DeMarco ends up with more wins. Scary thought,
huh? Good old Wolfie. Wolfie's a rage baiter. He banters everybody, but I mean, he was probably right.
I think he's got a touch of the Ange Postecoglou about him, which he said some cold stuff, but they've come true, isn't he? So, you know, you got to respect it when it happens. So, look, he does rage bait a lot. I know he's not everyone's favourite cup of tea, but fair play to him. I think Wolfie does give it and take it in equal measure, and he was right. And he did, exactly. He called it bang on with the Nick DeMarco thing.
Yeah, go on, Manny. You've had some run-ins with Wolfie as well,
yeah. Underneath all the lowbrow chat, there's actually someone who has a reasonable understanding of football underneath all of that. So once he gets out of the way himself, he's actually capable. But sad news for him is they're about to choke on Sunday.
No Champions League for the trees. I mean, Luke, you mentioned in one of your rants, I kind of like Wolfie, but Dorsey's a retard. But yeah, what did you make to Wolfie, mate?
Wolfie's a crack up, man. I hate the trees, but I actually like Wolfie, and there is an art to shit stirring and baiting people. Like I'm ruthless online on gaming. It's one of the things I love most is just fucking with people and knowing that they're going to take the bait. Unfortunately, it's me that takes the bait 80% of the time on this channel. But yeah, there is an art to that, and yeah, shout out to Wolfie.
Nice one. Right, back to another voted award by the people on social media, and this one was Clown of the Season. Luke, who do you think has won, voted for by the people, Clown of the Season? This could not us, real people at Leicester City Football Club. Who has won Clown of the Season?
It would have to be John Rudkin.
Okay, that's your shout. Manny, what are you going with, mate?
Hard to disagree, isn't it?
Okay. And Nil, Clown of the Season? Would you give it to a board member? Would you give it to a player? What are you saying?
It's going to be Rudkin, but I do think Wout Faes, maybe even Yannick Vestergaard are strong contenders for this award. That Faes moment against Forest, Vestergaard in the first 3 minutes against Everton. There's a lot of clowns at this club, sadly.
Okay, well, we are about to find out. The winner of Clown of the Season by quite a distance, by the way, was Mr. John Rudkin. Of course he was. By the way, just to offer context, Top was included on that vote, as was the Leicester City social media admin, because they're clowns as well.
Was Danny Ward on there?
He wasn't. He's on a different one. So yeah, don't worry. But yeah, so John Rudkin did win Clown of the Season. Now, the next couple of awards are, I think, milestones, if you want to call it that, of the channel. And we have got the most viewed live stream and the most viewed video. So let's start with the most viewed live stream. And it was very recent. So here we go.
I'm trying to think.
Perez is down there.
Go on, JJ.
Oh, no! Sorry!
That was slick as fuck.
He's on one, man.
There we go. So it was the Ipswich watch along that has become the most viewed live stream of the season, Manny.
That was the second goal was Casey's, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Luke, who got the assist for that Casey goal?
It was Wilfred and Didi.
And who's our highest assist scorer of the season?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, come on, man.
Set up, my friend.
Hey, answer me this,
right into it. A beautiful outside of the right foot. Just lays it off to Casey to hit first time. Beautiful assist for the defensive midfielder who can't play football.
It was.
Go on, Luke. What did you got? Go on.
Ask Manny if them fucking big ass gazelle legs that Wilfred Ndidi has that used to be half decent at stealing a ball back, if they contain any fast twitch muscle fibers. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Leave me alone. Where did that come from?
Not in every single player, Luke. Not every player.
5
assists. Top assist maker of the season.
Wasn't that his first since like November? Or that was his first assist?
That's how pathetic it was. He hasn't got one the season, right?
Yeah.
To be fair to Wilf, he put in Patson Daka quite a few times, and Daka completely missed the ball. So he should have had a few more assists, I think.
Let's not go down that road.
Well, over to the most viewed video. It was very close. It was very, very close. I will say second place was Imran's matchday vlog for, let me just confirm which one it was.
Everton.
It was Everton.
Yeah.
Both of these videos are on 10,000 views, but the winner is just slightly over. And it was one of the first videos ever on the channel, and it's why we have quite a few Moroccan fans in the chat sometimes. So yeah, here is the most viewed video. Have Leicester City just signed the Moroccan Lionel Messi? Hilal El Khanous has joined Leicester City. And boy, let me tell you, I am excited for this one. He's got pace, he's got skill, he's got vision. The only thing that you could probably look at him and say he doesn't have is that goal-scoring ability. There we go. There we go. So the Bilal El Khanous video. What did help with the views was the word Messi in the title, and all the Moroccans joining. But Anil, he also won Player of the Season, mate. So it was good foreshadowing.
Very good. Yeah, it was a great video. It's just a shame that you'll probably be making another video saying, and unfortunately, Bilal El Khanous has been sold by Leicester City to insert, half the Premier League ended up in Europe this season. So I'm sure one of those clubs will pick him up.
Crazy. Back when the stash was growing for 4 months. Yeah. Well, no, it was way before that, actually. That was December to April. And it didn't get much longer than that. So, but yeah, okay. Over to the next award. I'm looking forward to this one. This one is haircut of the season. Haircut of the season. So yeah, well, let's get straight into it. The runner-up and the winner of haircut of the season. Doc, mate, we were going to wait to see if someone mentioned it in the chat, but I'm going to fucking say it straight away. Nice haircut, mate. Nice trim.
I've been done fucking dirty by my barber here. I've been absolutely shafted. He was my reliable one as well. He just decided to fuck up the hair this time around, though.
Oh. Hold on. Just before he starts, what about that Donald Trump pubic wig that he's got on his head over there? What's that? Have you had a haircut, Ragsy?
Me?
Yeah, what's wrong with your hair today?
It does look different. It looks different. Yeah, it looks different. Have you done something with it?
It's a fringe.
It's a fringe.
I'm just winding you up. Go ahead. Sorry,
yeah.
Oh man, it's a fringe
wig.
It's a fringe, bruv.
Honestly, that is one of my favorite moments of the season because let me tell you, give you some context. That was deadline day. Ragsy came in vexed. He was so angry, and Manny drops that and a nil. You could tell on his face he weren't happy with that.
That was a brutal takedown. I give it to you. That was clinical precision, savage. But you can see me cracking up because the thing is, it was just so funny. It's another one of those that is hard to contain yourself. But you got to try and keep it professional, but just calm.
Luke,
we love you, Ragsy. Is all I can say.
Yeah, I've told him.
I love Ragsy.
Yeah, I sent him the video. He's all good, don't worry. But yeah, but Luke, what did you think the Doc's trim there? It weren't great, was it, mate?
Yeah, I know it wasn't great, but Duck says I got done dirty, brother. But it looks like you let the barber stick a bowl on the top of your head and just cut around the fucking edge, bro. That's on you, not the barber. Manny, you're a fucking legend. Donald Trump pubic wig. What a mouthful, bro. I don't know where you came up with that. You want to talk about unscripted,
We're going to
bro.
revoke my visa after I did that. I'm never going to be allowed back in.
I'm going to steal that one.
Just quickly, to be fair to Duck, though, I've got to say he owned it, and I respect that.
Yes.
People are rinsing me for my highlights that I never really owned it like Duck did with his one there. So I give him a lot of respect there, Duck.
But Manny, Luke's right. That was unscripted. Have you ever used that insult before? Donald Trump pubic wig looking?
No, but I knew, like you said, he was coming in hot. He was going to come for him. So I was like, I've got to cool this guy down, throw a bit of cold water over him, throw him a little bit. And it worked. So I was like, I've got to throw him. I've got to have a go. But did you see it? It looked like a lady's front bottom on the top of his head was just sticking out. I was like, what have you done there? Like, make an effort. You're going live on stream in a second, man.
Yeah. And the bit at the end makes it for me. It's a fringe, bruv. It's a fringe, bruv. Quality. Okay. Up next, now we're gonna drop. Yeah, we're gonna drop the mood slightly, and we've got an award here: emotional moment of the season. Now, I'm sure we can all kind of think when and why, where this moment came from. But yeah, let's get into it. The winner of emotional moment of the season. Kate, talk to us. How you feeling now with this news?
Here for watching that. That's actually made me cry. Yeah, just really sad. I can't talk at the minute. Give me a minute.
Oh, you're back.
Someone was
you're back.
calling me about the Vardy news. I know they were. It's just cultivated the fan and the professional footballer. He's merged them both together. Jamie Vardy is every fan in the stand when he scores. And for me personally, that Great Escape season, which is why I get a bit emotional. Like, I was having chemotherapy at the time, and the elation that brought me, like the 5-3 against Man United, I had to sit down for goal 5 because I was just absolutely exhausted. But those amazing moments that he's brought and the cheeky shithouse in him, this is why I don't want character and personality battering out of football.
There we go, Anil. It was an emotional day. I spoke to Kate before anyone says, is she okay with me using that? She is. But no, Anil, it was an emotional day. Vardy left and Kate summed it up perfectly.
She did, but just, that was actually when he announced he was going. So that wasn't even after he scored his goal, which could also have been the moment. But I think it just shows you what it means to all of us. And yeah, it says it himself. What was our most watched stream? It was him, all of the moments around him. And we love Kate. What's the club going to be like now that our talisman is gone? Well, we'll talk about that another time, won't we?
Yeah, Manny, what did you think to that one, mate? Emotional moment of the season?
It shows the power of football, doesn't it? Like, for all of us, we've all got our own lives and all got stuff going on in the background, but you look for these moments of escapism, those moments that really affect you in a deeper way that they should do on paper. And my wife's always like, are you doing another bloody stream? Well, how much is there to talk about? Like, you keep talking about football for so long. It's like, we've only just scratched the surface. You can go into it, and even at my age, I started loving this game. I was about 6-7 years old or something, and I'm in my mid-40s, and it's just no different. You score a goal, it just has an effect on you, just really, really strange.
Yeah,
although I didn't experience that for about 3 months, but yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Luke, talk to me, mate. Talk to me. Obviously, great moment there. Go on.
First of all, Planet Earth, get the fuck out of here, you scrub, coming in here with creepy shit like that, dude. There's no need for fucking stuff like that, dude. You've been coming in hating on Monger and everyone else. Take the fucking knee and fuck off out of this chat. Now, to Kate, bringing back the mood down. Kate is total class, mate. I love Kate. She's positive. She always has a nice take on things. And you know what people don't know about Kate? She goes to 90% of these games, guys. She goes to home and away games. She is Leicester City to the core. She speaks a lot of sense. She loves this club to bits, and she couldn't be a nicer person on stream and off stream. So shout out to Kate and enjoy the award.
Yeah, and she was gutted that she wasn't here. She's travelled down to Bournemouth early for a nice long weekend. That's why she's not here. So big shout out to her. Okay, donkey of the season. So, Luke, let me come to you. Who would you say is donkey of the season? Because there's a lot of options, mate. It could be anyone. It could literally be anyone. Who would you say donkey of the season is?
I'll give you the most intelligent answer. We can say Steve Cooper, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Bobby Donkey over Reed. We can say a multitude of people, but I'm actually going to go with the intelligent answer, and that is Koen Top as donkey of the season for allowing any of these stupid decisions that have been made. He signed off on all of them. My donkey of the season is Koen Top.
Oh, Koen Top. Okay. Anil, who are you going for donkey of the season?
I'm won over by Luke there. I was going to go for Bobby Reed for the obvious reason because that's his nickname, but I agree. I think it should be Top.
Okay, Manny. I know Manny's never going to call Top a donkey, so
Nope,
who are you
I
giving
wouldn't do
donkey
that.
of the season to?
Yannick Vestergaard, you're an absolute joke. You think you're a good footballer. You're crap. You always were crap. You've never been good. About 5 years ago, you could just about keep Southampton in the Premier League when everyone else was goddamn awful. Now teams have got their gears half in arse sorted. You are way too shit for the Premier League. And yet you think you're worth 80 grand a week and go and live in London. Mate, find somewhere else to go. Do us a favour. Piss off.
We found Doc's burner account. he's calling Vestergaard a baller. Okay, Doc won't be happy with that, man. No, I think Doc's turned on Vestergaard now. Actually, we just need to get him around on VK. Anyway, let's get into it. The winner of Donkey of the season, voted for by again 750 people on X, is, sorry to disappoint, guys, Wout FaZe. Wout FaZe won Donkey of the season. Does that surprise anyone?
I thought they were worse candidates, believe it or not. I know everyone has a love affair because, hating on the guy, but I actually think there are worse than him.
What about you? And are you taking that one, FaZe? It's close, isn't it? It's close.
He's a strong contender. He's had many moments. And I think the worst thing with FaZe is not only that he makes those mistakes, but he thinks he hasn't, or he still thinks he's too good, or he starts having a go at someone else for his mistake. He does that a lot in games. It's just unbelievable. One of those players, can't wait to see the back of him.
Well, I will say, actually, I was just double checking, but FaZe won by 60%. 60% of the vote. So there we go.
Wow.
Okay. Up next.
Hang on. Sorry, can we just say he's in the contention for that award purely off his haircut alone? Don't forget that. Why the Sideshow Bob? Everyone calls him that. No one just started that trend. Everyone immediately thinks Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow. Well, if rumors is to be believed, he will be leaving. He will be leaving. Okay. He ain't the worst, but he is a fucking arrogant retard. Okay. Up next is, this is a fun one, worst take of the season. Worst take of the season. Now, there could be I'm pointing at me. You're pointing at me. You're pointing at me. I made this. We'll see. Luke, who do you reckon's most likely of the panel to get worst take of the season? Actually, no, not of the panel, of everybody who comes on BTG. Who's most likely?
Planet Earth talking shit about Fatawi, saying he's not going to be a good player. Other than that, it would have to be Samari selling for 40 million from fucking Jim Jones next to me on the left here. He just got a haircut. I freaked him out of that picture in the group chat.
Yeah, you did actually, that AI one. Yeah, you got me.
This is kind of scary. Here, look, Ross. Well, you'll see why. Okay, anyway, here is the runner-up and winner for worst take of the season. Forgive me. But I'm pretty sure I heard a bit of VK slander from you, mate, yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you have to fairly criticize him, but I think, there is no doubt in my head that he's still the best left back we have at the club, and I don't see someone I would rather have starting there. I think Warrior.
There is no doubt in my head that he's still the best left back we have at the club. There is no doubt in my head that he's still the best left back we have at the club. He's still the best left back we have at the club.
Is this man? I am convinced we will see another Oliver Skip appearance this weekend. Tomorrow, in fact, against Everton. I've been really impressed with him since he's come in. There was a lot of talk about the price tag, of course, when we signed him. And look, I understand it. I completely understand it. 20 million rising to 25 is a concern for some people. All I would say is maybe we shouldn't be concerned about it because it's not our money. It's not my money. It's not coming out of my pocket. It's not coming out of your pocket.
Fair play, Logs. You owned it. You've owned it really well. You know what? Nothing like that. Admit you're wrong. Own it up. Move on.
Do you know what with that clip? It's like you think it can't get any worse, and it just does. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I'm not concerned about the money. Some people say he's not that good. It's just like, oh my god, just 20 foot under by the end of it.
I remember me and I must have argued around an hour or something on Fossum about this. Like we were like shouting at each other. I remember his bug. God, no, he's going to be a good player. No, he's crap. Fair play, that was good of you to make yourself the winner of that, and fully deserved too.
Luke, is that the deserved winner?
Poor Duck, bro. We've just absolutely rinsed the poor guy, and he's not even here to defend himself, man. Yeah, it has to be though. It's so good because Christensen. I should have talked about him earlier. He's my donkey of the season, but I've changed my award. But yeah, he's been an absolute bot. But yeah, shout out to Duck, man. He stands by his Danes, bro. You got to stick up for your people. So yeah.
Yeah, this was an honorable mention. I couldn't find the clip. The only reason why it's not in here is I couldn't find the clip. Yeah, Ragsy did say Mavadidi over Barnes, which is crazy. Anyway, moving on. We have 2 more awards to go, guys. 2 more. We are going to end with moment of the season, which I think is the best moment of the season. But first of all, we have clash of the season. And when I say clash, I mean a scrap. Now,
oh, this could be good.
This could be good, people. This could be good. Get ready for this. Prepare yourself. Strap yourselves in. This is the runner-up and the winner of Clash of the Season.
You won because it was 10 players.
It feels like we could have Mr. Bean in charge, and you would just say, well, maybe Mr. Bean could set up the team.
You're being very disrespectful.
Come on. I'm just
back off. Back off, mate, because you're wrong. Just back off. Okay?
Well, then maybe we should fans should criticize any manager ever because we're not professionals and the manager knows what they're talking about.
Who says that? You're talking bollocks. You're talking bollocks.
But it's possible, right? But right now, I won't be making judgment because I think you've come into the season.
But you made judgment on Cooper. This guy gets a free pass. Not many people.
Well, no, hang on a minute, Graham. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. You're still blaming Enzo Maresca for some bizarre reason.
Yeah. Well, why am I? Well, sorry. He dumped us, mate. You know, it's like, I found somebody better than you. I'm off.
Yeah, he probably got a salary increase of about 5x, which is what any reasonable person would do. Hold on a minute, Graham. It's my turn to talk. You can have your talk in a moment, Graham. I'm talking.
Do to the confidence of the players that he's left.
Graham, I'm speaking. Will you let me speak, please?
Give over.
No, we'll give over. Excuse me, Graham. This is my channel. I help work on this. Do this about 5 times a week.
You're summing up all the issues. Wave your flag. Get the next man.
No, come on, Graham.
Look, why do we invite this idiot on this channel? I don't know. Everyone knows it.
There we go. Well, there we go. There you are.
Oh, wow.
Graham is 0-2 on this channel, bro. Fucking hell.
That's my personal highlight of the whole season. That really is brilliant.
Yeah, wave your flag. Go on, Anil. Take it away, mate. What do you want to say?
No, look, for what it's worth, I did actually issue an apology in the show afterwards. But the thing is that I always say this. It's not even the opinion there. It's just the fact that it's so rude to speak over someone, and just, it's like politicians. It's just a thing where you just keep talking over someone. It was an awful take as well, but I wasn't even given the chance to do that. So, I know it's one of those things where, is it unprofessional to do that? But to be honest with you, I don't regret it. I think it's absolutely.
I've been in contact with Graham recently, and we're all ready to bury the hatchet and move on to the next season, and we'll start again. But we just need to get these two to kiss and make up a little bit.
Luke, you've never been on a stream with Graham. I think that's probably a good thing. But yeah, what did you make to both? Because he was in the top 2. He was runner up as well.
You can't talk over people. It is rude. And Neil's right. It's something that like news anchors and stuff like that, when they sit someone down or like journalists for an interview and they talk over them to try and stop them from having their point. You know what I mean? Like, you can have your point and you can debate with people, and that's fine. And you can have different opinions, but you can't talk over one another, and you have to respect each other. Like, just because someone doesn't agree with it doesn't mean talk over them. But the biggest crime against humanity was that fucking scarf. I had to look at that. The biggest crime against my eyes. Don't come in here like some creep-ass fucking Johnny Depp pirate-looking motherfucker with a scarf on a fucking live stream beyond 50, bro. That's what the biggest problem was. You're 0-2, Graham. Sorry, brother.
Well, don't worry, because Graham was 1-2. Okay, he actually did leave us a little message. So Anil doesn't know about this. So let's bring up the message.
It's brilliant as well.
I want to say what a privilege it is to receive this award, and obviously the check that goes with it. I said, don't interrupt. I want to thank all of you for making it possible, especially the big flag, the blue glasses, and Anil. I said, don't interrupt. What? Well, there is no prize. All right? No check, no award. What a bunch of fucking amateurs.
Fair play.
I like the guy now.
That was brilliant from Graham. That was superb. And seriously, Graham gets a bit of bad hate, but he can take it. He's a big boy, and we should definitely try and get him on more.
Put the scarf back on.
Bring the scarf back.
Mean.
Do you know what? He's probably got a collection of these monstrosities that he's collected from the Middle East and beyond. You're in the ladies section, Graham.
Well, Graham, you'll have to bring the scarf back on soon, but you'll have to bring the scarf back on. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that one. We have one more award to give out, and it is moment of the season. Now, this winner could have gone into any of the other categories, to be honest. Anil, before I bring it up, what was your moment of the season? It could be one of the things that we've already seen tonight, but what was your favorite moment?
It's a very recent one. It's got to be the Jamie Vardy one, I think, even though we were relegated for what it meant. But let me come back to you, because maybe thinking about the channel, there's lots of moments. And I actually think sometimes it's the underrated ones of just everyone hanging out. And in fact, do you know what I'd say it was? It's going to make you laugh. But I think we were talking about like top 3 Indian curry places in Leicester during one of the watch-along streams, and it was just like I think we're like 3-0 down already by that point. It's just like that's what it's really about. It's a therapy session. So for me, actually, I think something like that is more important even than the other ones. I'm sure it won't be nominated though.
100%. I remember us having loads of conversations like best chicken place. Obviously, mine's Nando's. Nando's, if you would like to sponsor us, please reach out. The email address is in the channel description. Manny, what's your favorite moment of the season?
I don't know. I like it when we really get into things. We had a debate on the board once. We had the scouting show. I really enjoyed doing that. I like doing things that are constructive. Things that are a laugh. Of course, they just come and they're funny. But I'm actually not in this primarily is because I really want to help the club. So I like it when we really get into do stuff. I saw like Liverpool have been linked with Malik Fofana. That kind of stuff gets me excited. It means that we're actually doing the job that the club should be doing.
Yeah, the scouting, that was a great show as well. Because like you said, Malik Fofana was mentioned, and also Boskagli, is it no, where's he going?
Brighton.
Yeah. There you go. Luke, favorite moment of the season, mate?
To be honest with you, I can't think of like a individual moment if we're talking just purely Leicester City, because it's been absolute dross.
Hold on, I've thought one. What about Luke when he went dogging on his birthday in his car? and
hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe. Go on, Luke. What was your moment of the season, mate?
Keep going, Matty. What Matty just said was my moment of the season. Me dogging in a car, bro.
Well, let's see what is. I've decided moment of the season, and trust me, at the time, I was quite pissed off. But this is moment of the season.
As it stands, I've just woken up, and fucking happy birthday me, by the way, fucking Leicester City. Fucking sign no cunt, get dicked in the fucking ass. Tell me we've signed no one right. We've been linked to this fucking old guy I've never heard of from Wolverhampton who's like 35. Old as shit, okay, by the way. And we're swapping fucking Connor Cody for him. Connor Cody did a video like a week ago. Read the room, Leicester City. Oh, it's all about togetherness and shit. Why don't you fuck off and go eat some more council fucking rats, you cunt? Fucking, you're gonna need him next season. Other than that, complete fucking total shit show. They lied to Ruud van Nistelrooy. Funds will be available. We've got Woyo as it stands right now, and that is it. So we're going to go down to the championship with an even worse squad. I can't wait to get absolutely bummed. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Leicester City. Yeah, take care.
Yes, Luke ended the stream halfway through after a rant about getting dicked in the arse and bombed. Luke, there's another award for you, mate. Talk to us. What the fuck happened?
Oh, that was embarrassing. I panicked so hard when I did that. And the worst thing about that whole stream thing is, right, I walked up to my gym for a PT and I got there an hour early. So I walk in after that and then realized he's like, what are you doing here, man? I'm in the middle of a PT. And then I walk back to my car. And I see that I ended the stream and I fucking panicked. I felt so bad. But yeah, that was it was true though what I said. We are about to get dicked in the ass in the championship with a transfer embargo and now a fucking points deduction. So yeah, thank you so much, Leicester City. Don't give the season Kuhn top. He's responsible for all of this.
Hands away from the computer, by the way, Luke. Hands away, please. Don't end it early, please. Manny, I mean, that was funny, wasn't it?
That was brilliant. That one stuck out. It was his birthday. You can imagine, can't you? It's like your birthday, and you just everything that can go wrong is going wrong. And like, I've even turned up an hour early to the bloody gym. I'm on my phone. I'm talking to people the other side of the bloody world. I just press. Ah, shit! What have I done? It's getting 1,000 messages from all. Luke, you idiot! What have you done? You've ended the stream. I can just imagine you in the background, like panicking away, trying to get a new stream up quickly as you can.
Yeah, I was.
He was. He took it so well. I felt so bad. He didn't even get mad at me, man. He took it like a champion. He was like, "What have you done?" And I'm like, "What have I done? What have I done?" And he's just like, "You've ended the stream." And I'm like, "Mate, I went to photo to leave stream." And he took it well. He set up a new one, and everyone rejoined. So he took it like a champion.
And Neil, this is what we get for giving Luke the powers of the StreamYard admin. He goes and ends the stream halfway through.
But that was so iconic. He does the kiss as well when he does it as well, just to add even more. But it's brilliant because it just summed up what we were all thinking. And again, we say we want unfiltered, we want it raw, we want the passion. And that's what everyone was thinking. It was just madness. What is going on? And I'd actually go as far as saying maybe you shouldn't have even started the stream up again. Maybe that is literally, you should just, or started it up with just like some tumbleweed and like Kuntop on the beach somewhere or something.
People in the live chat thought we'd been shut down. Like YouTube had closed us down because of Luke's rant. People were like, "Oh my god, they've been banned. They've been banned because Luke's been talking about getting dicked in the arse." Luke knew what he was doing. He wanted the drama.
I didn't know, promise.
Classic. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that brings the awards to a close. So they are all the awards.
There should be one more award, I think. And I think I'll take it upon myself on behalf of the rest of the guests to give an award to you two above us. You two, look at all the commitment, the hours, the preparation, the homework. Anil's doing his presentations, doing all of that. Locke's managing everybody at all hours of the day. Locke's poor other half having to put up with him managing the other day. So big shout out goes to her. Big thank you. But without you two guys, really done a fantastic job with the channel, driving it forward. Without your commitment, your passion, your energy, your desire, we wouldn't have got as far as we've got. So doff my cap down to you two. Well done.
Especially to you, Locks, you brilliant host. Even today, to put this show together, it's hilarious. Like, I know you put in a lot of work for it, but it's actually crazy good seeing all these clips and stuff and the professionalism of it. It's imagine if the club was run this well.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
Don't be modest, Locks. Look how fast you've been successful on this channel. We're all a part of it, but it's all down to you, my brother. You have been absolutely good to all of us. You are an amazing host. You're very good at your craft. And like Neil just said, bro, you put in proper graft, man. I'm sorry that I can't help. I think credit goes to all three of you guys. I'm sorry that I can't help more and get up at times like this.
And you,
but I am
bro,
have a business.
Shut up.
No, but seriously,
I'm
if I lived in the UK, I'd be well part of this, and I probably would have had your channel demonetized by now, so maybe it's a good thing, but shout out to you three. You guys are champions, and I love doing this program with you.
It's like the white Wes Morgan of our team, isn't he?
Yeah, and also, let me just throw this out here. Locks are going to hate me for this, but I'm one that's got the bollocks to fucking do it. We don't buy our subscribers here. You guys all tune into our channel because you like us, and we give it to you raw and unfiltered. So, Leicester Fan TV, give the fucking knee. Buy another 5,000 subscribers. You will still lose. You guys are absolute bollocks.
Like, I just want to say thanks to everybody as well. Like, when I started doing this, I didn't think anyone would listen or give shit. But look, Luke's funny. I'm obviously brilliant analytically, like Anil. Locks is good at bringing us all together. We tried to bring a one-stop shop for everything, so it's not just good quality football chat, but it's funny, it's fun, it's like a little family, a little unit, and I think we've all enjoyed it together, and the numbers have been fantastic. You know, we've conquered the sort of Leicester world. Now we need to just keep going, see what's happening.
I think the biggest shout out should go to everybody who's commented, who's liked, who's subscribed, who's come on the call-in shows, who's done the super chats, the membership, everybody who has contributed or supported the channel in some way, shape, or form. Obviously,
and I want to shout a challenge out there to the club itself. Like, there is a communication problem clearly between fans, and we're a brilliant bridge between fans and that. So, in the off season, invite the BTG into Seagrave. Let's have a little chat about things that we could do to improve fan communication. We obviously do it a slightly different way than the official lines, but there's no reason why we couldn't work together too.
100%. 100%. Once again, as always, as I always end these streams, thank you to Anil. Thank you to Luke. Thank you to Manny. It's been a great stream, very enjoyable. And in a year's time, hopefully we'll be having another awards show looking at more clips of Luke calling people retards and saying we're going to get dicked in the ass. But we're going to end it off with a small little montage. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. We will see you Sunday for the last game of the season. There we go. Thanks all. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone in the chat. See you soon. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses.
Yeah, I honestly think the style of play needs to change. That's the only
Some
thing
folks
that
talk of Liverpool or Manchester, but we don't care about them because we love Leicester. Oh, I've got a feeling, and it's so sweet, the feeling that I get when I pass Filbert Street. It's crazy, but it's true. We only love the boys in blue.
Can he head the ball? No. Does he look 32, not 23? I think they've got the numbers the wrong way around. Yes, he does that.
Come on, everyone! Come on! Some folks talk of Liverpool or Manchester, we don't care about them because we love Leicester. Oh, I've got a feeling, and it's so sweet, the feeling that I get when I pass Filbert Street. It's crazy, but it's true. We only love the boys in blue.
We shouldn't have sacked him from. Is it Dorsey? You're a. Actually, I'm not going to call him an idiot. He's probably a nice guy. I'll say this: would you take?
Just called him. What do you mean?
Well, he is a retard. Hey, take Cooper back now.